You are watching Locs on Lockdown, where we share tips and products to help everyone take care of their scalp and hair during this unprecedented pandemic. On today's episode, we are talking with Mr. Craig Patterson, creator and owner of Craig's Authentics, a system of natural hair and skincare products that heal and strengthen from head to toe. So sit back and relax as Craig shares with us the importance of taking care of our skin and our locks now more than ever, and how the Craig's Authentic system is just what we need to begin focusing on self-care. Okay, so welcome to our first installment of Locs on Lockdown. I'm excited to have with us today Mr. Craig Patterson. He's the owner and CEO of Craig's Authentics, an all-natural brand of hair and skincare products. Also a barber, stylist, and just hair, skin extraordinaire. So excited to have you here today. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you.
Just wanted
Hello.
to talk. Yeah, so just wanted to talk to you a little bit about a few things, but I'm going to start out this way because I feel like everyone can kind of relate to this. So we've been on, as we say, lockdown, for a few months. So some of us have started venturing out, but even more of us are home, and we may be all be home again at the rate we're going. But there have there's been talk about kind of a change in people's mood, demeanor since we've been home. Depression, feeling down, and I know I've even experienced that. I think it's a matter of just kind of being in a rut. We're not going out. We don't have a schedule. We're just kind of at home. Even if we're working at home, we're just kind of just in this funk, so to speak. And I think it's easy to kind of let yourself kind of get run down a little bit, even to the extent of because we're not dressing up and taking care of ourselves and putting on makeup and things like that. And I know for me, it's like at one point I walk past the mirror and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on? And the reality is that kind of neglected myself, my skin, my hair, because you're not going out seeing your stylist, so you have to do it all on your own. And if you're not accustomed to that, that's an issue. And I even noticed it with my children. I have several daughters, but I have a little girl. She's 8, and so I have someone who does her hair, and we weren't able to go. I even noticed her demeanor changing a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? Her hair was up in crochets, and I said, you know what? I've got to take care. I've got to do her hair. I've got to do it on my own. And so around that time, our paths crossed. Thank goodness. And you shared some products, your products with me. And so I was able to get my hands on those and get those crochets out and take care of my daughter's hair. And she's got a head full of hair, so it was hard, but I was excited to have your products. I know we started out with the Good Mint shampoo. And I know personally one of the things I love was it lathered up, just a really thick, creamy lather, right up front. And
that's right.
So can you talk to us a little bit about, we're going to talk about everything, but tell me about the Good Mint shampoo.
Well, the Good Mint shampoo is very good.
Yeah.
Play on words. Lathers up really good, but it also gives it rinses out 100% clean. That means no film, no residue.
Okay.
It tingles a little bit.
Yes.
And what that's doing, it's actually healing the scalp.
Okay.
The more it tingles, the more it's doing work to it. But it also gives it a good shine once you rinse it out. It's also it detangles very good also.
Okay.
So it's a great cleansing, very cleansing shampoo without stripping the oils of your natural scalp and hair.
Right. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean on that. I've used products before, not calling any names. We're not going to bash anybody else's product.
Right,
But, I think a lot of us have witnessed that stripping that you're talking about.
right.
Um, and so, yeah, so we use that. And then this is, we noticed it with the Good Mint, but I noticed it with this. Next, we use the Wonderment, the conditioning rinse. So I applied that, and she said, "Ooh."
Hmm.
I'm like, "What is the woo about?" And, and she's like, "It's tingling in my scalp." So, um, talk to me about this Wonderment. What made her go woo? And I'm kind of excited to experience this one myself.
Well, the Wonderment gives a good boost, and what that means is it's going to tingle very much so. I mean, a
Okay.
lot. But like I said, the more it tingles, the more repair it's doing to your scalp.
Okay.
What that Wonderment does is it treats dandruff, treats dry scalp, treats psoriasis, treats eczema. If you have colored treated hair, it keeps
Mm-hmm.
the color on longer. But most of all, it gets all that product build up out of your hair. And it
Okay.
also combats tangles. It's very good with that.
Okay. Okay.
It's different because it's a liquid, not a cream, it's a liquid. But it's easier to get to the scalp.
Uh,
Healthy scalp, healthy hair. It gets all that. Your scalp is clean, your hair is clean. But it's like I said, it's not going to strip any natural oils from your hair. It's actually adding to getting rid of all the dirt and bacteria, everything. It gets all this stuff out, and it
oh,
keeps your hair healthy, keeps it shiny, and keeps it easy to comb through.
okay. I'm so glad you said that, because often when we think conditioner, you think like creamy, like
Yeah,
that thick, creamy, really heavy. And you're right. This right here, it's liquid, and
yeah,
it did get directly onto her
yeah,
scalp. So,
that's
and I
right.
don't think that's not often what we think about when we think about conditioner.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wish you could have seen her. She was kind of dancing her hands. Woo! So
That's
she
what I
was really
want.
enjoying that mint.
Yes, that's what I want. And I need to say this that I really appreciate that y'all are using my products. I'm glad she's feeling the way she feels about my products, and that's what I want.
Awesome.
For
Yeah.
someone to feel that because they're gonna remember that
Right, right, right.
how the scalp feel and how the hair look.
Exactly, exactly. So we used, I mean, we got everything. So we used the shampoo, we did went to the conditioner. Well, then we went to, after, I rinsed out the conditioner and pat towel dry, we added this one here, the leave-in
Condensate.
conditioner. And I was able to just spray that right on.
That's right.
So, um, what are some of the properties and benefits of this product?
Well, the benefits of the condensate it actually softens the hair and moisturizes the hair, gives it a good shine. It's gonna soften it up really good, but it adds the vitamins and minerals to the hair. All my products are all about that. But it also um, smooths out frizz,
Okay,
very much so.
okay,
So your hair's gonna be soft, your hair's gonna be moisturized, and it's gonna be gives it a light shine. So you can comb a hair, comb up, you can put a comb through your hair,
right.
and it's gonna be really smooth, really conditioned.
Okay, okay. Um, well, yeah, we did. We were able to get it, blow dried, and I should bring her in here so people can see how much hair this girl has, and what a big deal it was to be able to use these products and comb through and get her hair styled. And I can't even take credit. One of my older daughters had to do it for me. It's that big of a ordeal to get it all processed. But interesting, she did after she blow dried it, and we had to take a rest because she was wearing us out. She did come back, and she flat ironed it, and one of the things I noticed was her hair was very light, like
Right.
it was straight. We were able to get it straight, but it was also, it just kind of, it bounced, like she walked and it just, it kind of
That's right.
bounced.
That's
So
right.
would you say that has, to me, that kind of ties in with what you're saying about re- removing that buildup from
Yes,
previous,
exactly, exactly.
products.
That product buildup. Sometimes we don't know how much product buildup we have in our hair, and
Hmm.
if you keep using the same things over and over and over again, this leaves a film. This leaves the shampoo you may be using leaves a film. The conditioner you using may leaves a film. Then you'll put on another leave-in conditioner. So it's your scalp and your hair is not really clean. But once all that stuff is out, that's your hair. That's your real hair. And
Okay.
you do get that bounce. You do get that feeling of uh, confidence.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
hair is healthy.
Yes.
And this funk that we have with this pandemic,
Right.
you leaving you use all those products, and so you're leaving the room looking good, smelling good, and feeling good. And that's what
Yes.
you want.
Exactly.
That's what you want.
That is what you want. And we're not done. We have more. So I just used this one again the other day. I'll bring it up. The hair serum.
Yes.
And a couple of things I noticed again. Um, Demi and I both have issues with very, very dry scalp, dandruff, dry scalp. And so when I was parting her hair and applying this to it, I noticed, I did notice the flakiness that that I'm accustomed to seeing with her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that's a difference. I would attribute it to all the other products that we've used so far. And then also, as I was putting it on, she oohed again. So tell me, what's in here? I know it's a, patented, but is there any secrets you can reveal of what made her go, ooh?
Well, what that does is it promotes hair growth.
Okay.
But it also is a great conditioner also.
Okay.
It smooths out frizz. It's very light, but it's also strengthens the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have dry scalp and you finally giving it some food, giving it some substance, it's going to feel great to the scalp because it was needed.
Right.
It's, if you have dry scalp, brittle hair, it's asking for moisture. It's begging for moisture,
Right.
uh, and it's giving you that. It's giving a good conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
And once that's on your scalp, especially with people with braids and crochets, if you're
Yes.
doing this a lot,
Uh-huh.
gotta take care of it. Already, gotta take care of that,
So
and
different.
it stops the itching and all that kind of stuff. And but that's for me. That's what that means. If you're doing this a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and you try not to just scratch up in there, but
Right.
if what that'll take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
You don't have to
familiar.
worry about that being dry and brittle or dry scalp.
Okay.
It keeps it soft and keeps it moisturized. Like I said, it promotes hair growth,
Okay.
uh, strengthens the hair, gives it a light shine, restores moisture.
Yeah. And one of the things I noticed, like you said, a light shine. So, I put it on her scalp and it does. It's like a sheen,
Yeah,
and it doesn't weigh it down. I know that's one of the
right,
things that a lot of us don't like,
right,
kind of stray away from like oiling your scalp because you don't want your hair weighed down.
right.
And so what I've noticed is you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're able to get the oil on your scalp like you need, but just a very natural. She's just a very natural sheen, and it's still bouncy
Yes.
um, and all that.
That's
As a matter of fact, we're running low. We're gonna need to get some more of
all
this
right.
one right here.
All right. That's
Yeah.
a good sign.
Yeah. So in talking about all of this and just kind of reflecting back, I really, I see a connection, like you said, even with, with her attitude and hopefully mine when I get ready to tackle my own, just spending that time and taking care of her hair, even at a young age, she's kind of like you said, get that confidence back, getting that bounce back,
Right.
excited about getting dressed, putting on some clothes and even just to, run a quick errand or whatever. So,
And once you look better, you feel better.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited about everything we talked about today.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and exit here, but we will be back next week because I want to talk about each product specifically, you know, in depth, and how they, you know, go in and target very, you know, key areas that a lot of us are dealing with. And then there's another product that I absolutely love that you have,
That's right.
um, uh, that Mentress, that sugar scrub. So
Fantastic.
can't wait to talk about that and self-care. So
Will do.
yeah, so thank you so much for your time, Craig,
Thank you.
and
I appreciate
thank
it.
you for sharing Craig's Authentics with us.
Fantastic. It's awesome. Appreciate it.
All right, we will talk to you all again soon. Thank you for tuning in to Locs on Lockdown. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too. Bye bye.